New evidence has come out that the United States is building a new military base inside of Syria, inside the oil-rich region of Deir-ez-Zor. Now, this revelation comes from the Euphrates Post, which reported seeing two Blackhawk helicopters around a construction area inside of the province, and that leaves many to believe that the U.S. is currently building a new base inside of the oil-rich area. According to the source, a new US coalition base is being built in the area around the east city of Mujahideen, near Al-Omar, Syria's largest oil field. One of the main goals of the US and the Kurdish alliance was to steal the oil fields from their rightful owners, the Syrian people. This fact has been shared by retired Colonel Alexander Zilin, the head of the Moscow-based Center for the Study of Applied Problems and National Security. The retired officer said that this trying to make it clear that the U.S. has no plans to leave Syria anytime soon, and that their intervention has nothing to do with establishing order or fighting against terrorism. Over the space of several years, the U.S. has deployed 25 military facilities in Syria and are continuing to build new ones. In general, they are trying to act in such a way as to establish control of the oil-rich areas and energy resources. At the same time, they don't believe that they should be held accountable to anyone. Clearly, the U.S. is here merely for the purpose of stealing the oil which belongs to the Syrian people. It is no secret that the United States is primarily responsible for the creation of this entire war inside the country, which has dragged on for about 7 years. This whole creation of the rebel forces, these so-called rebel forces, has been a creation by the United States, both from a military planning and a financial support position. The U.S. is responsible for its creation. Although it has adamantly denied this, it has continued supporting sending weapons and money to terrorist forces inside the country, and even sending them to ISIS through its proxies in Saudi Arabia and Israel. But can we really be surprised that when the U.S. becomes physically involved, like sending actual U.S. troops on the ground into the country, one of the main targets for them was to set up a military base next to the oil-rich fields inside the country? I mean, again, we're seeing another case where the United States has invaded another country for its energy resources. And I think at this point, with this evidence, the fact that the U.S. is not welcome in the country, it was never given permission to enter, neither by the legitimate government of Damascus or any other party involved in the conflict, that this is purely about capturing the oil inside of the country. This is stock and trade for every U.S. invasion, basically going back for almost decades. This is the same justification for the invasion of Iraq and then later mysterious appearance of ISIS once the government of Iraq became less friendly towards U.S. interests. I think that this should really open the eyes of a lot of people who have continued to insist that this whole situation was about trying to save the Syrian people, or try to stop the supposed despotism and murderous actions of the Syrian government, when really, as we've seen, the greatest butchers of all time in the Middle East has always been U.S. and its imperialism.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.